Philippine Azkals are finally heading back to the football field in less than 2 weeks. The national men's football team is holding a training camp for the resumption of the joint qualifiers for the 2022 FIFA World Cup and the 2023 AFC Asian Cup happening in June. The camp will take place from May 18 to 31 with a pool of 26 players. And joining us this morning is Philippine Azkals coach Scott Cooper. Coach, good morning. Thank you for joining us here on Newday. You've said that Azkals veterans Neil Etheridge and Stefan Schrock are the core of the team. How about the rest of the pool? Who else are in it? And what direction did you take in building this particular pool?
Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, everyone. As you mentioned, we've got a 2-week camp in Doha, which we're kind of privileged to have because they work outside of the date, so outside the FIFA calendar. So you don't normally get players for that amount of time permitted by the clubs. We've had that, so that's good. As regards to the squad, of course, as you said, Schrock and Etheridge are the core for this squad and this team, and we're still finalising players. There's some players that are processing their passport, and there's other players who are just making sure their injuries are okay. So there is going to be some new faces. There are going to be some younger faces, and we'll still have a core of the Azkals that have been with us through this campaign. So 3 games in China, which means we're giving away 2 of our home games, not because of this bubble that we have to go to in China, which will mean actually of the 8 games in the group, we'll have only played 2 of them in the Philippines. So it's a tough ask, but we're in a good position in the group, and let's see what we can do.
Coach Bienve Marañon is in the process of formally becoming a Filipino citizen. That's good news. And we've seen what Bienve has done in the club level, both here and abroad. What do you think can Marañon bring to the Azkals team that you have now?
Well, I mean, as you said, everybody's seen what he's done in the Philippines and in Asia. I mean, he's the AFC leading goal scorer. He brings vast experience. He's a very clever player, which means the way he plays, he'll be able to extend his international career for a period, for a longer period. So, he'll bring some guile. Maybe we won't have to give him as many chances as we might do. We've had in the past to get a goal, and he's got a really good return on his appearances to goals, and that's football games are won by goals, and if you get the AFC leading goal scorer, you can't complain with that. And I think matched with that as well is this is a guy that really feels Filipino inside his heart, which was important to us when we were speaking to him, because many players can be naturalized and do things like that, but it's just the feeling he's got, and this guy is for sure dedicated to the Philippines.
Yeah, there was even a video of him singing the national anthem. That was nice to see. The Azkals posted a record of 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses, Coach, before the joint qualifiers, paused over a year ago because of the pandemic. What are the team's chances, realistically, for the rest of the qualifiers?
I mean, to stand any chance of going through, we have to win all 3 games. Now, we've beaten Maldives and Guam away, which would have been nice to have them back here, but again, we're going to have to go away again and beat them both. And then there's a China game, this will be the 5th game we'll have played against China in the last 4 years. But sadly, only one of them has been in the Philippines. And so, 4 years ago was an 8-0 defeat, then a 3-0, then a 2-0, then the 0-0 here in Bacolod. And that's going to be a big game. And of course, they'll probably have fans in the stadium. And, the odds are against us in that game. But we are building this team not just for this campaign, but for the Suzuki Cup and the next Asian Cup and the next World Cup. So we will go and give it our best shot for the country for sure.
Coach Scott, thank you again for joining us this morning on Newday on CNN Philippines. The best of luck to the Azkals. Keep going, Coach. Now, Coach Scott Cooper of the Philippine Azkals.